Hi guys, so I am back and I'm doing a little bit of a different video today. I'm doing what I watch on Netflix and what I recommend watching because I absolutely love these shows and I think they're worth, like I say, watching. A bit of different background, I'm in my living room. I've got my cozy joggers and slippers on. So yes, the first series that I would totally recommend watching, and it's been out for years and years, finished it years ago, is Gossip Girl. If you love kind of Pretty Little Liars and kind of teen drama, totally like backstabbing bitchiness.
I'm the crazy bitch around here.
I love Gossip Girl and I'd totally recommend that because who doesn't want Serena's luscious hair? That's what I'm talking about. And the next show that I'd totally recommend, quite new, similar teen drama, and it is Riverdale. I am totally obsessed with Riverdale, absolutely love it, and I love me a bit of Archie Andrews, not gonna lie. Yeah, brilliant new show. I think it only started like last year, the year before, something like that. And it's kind of quite dark and twisted. It's not what you expect it to be. It's not this all happy teen drama where things go wrong in high school. It's very dark and it's quite interesting. So yeah, I'd totally recommend watching Riverdale. I can assure you, you will be hooked when you start watching it. I just need to listen to that Riverdale music now. It just gets me in the mood for it. And the next show on Netflix that I really love is the Marvel series. So it's not one particular one, I love them all collectively. So that's like your Jessica Jones, your Daredevil, Iron Fist, Luke Cage. I think they're all brilliant, and they actually did a series where they all came together called The Defenders. It's such an interesting show about all these seemingly normal people that have got superpowers, so like really superhero strength or mind powers, and that one of the villains has. It's really interesting. It kind of reminds me of the old series Heroes that was out years and years ago. But yeah, it's really cool, based in New York City, and it's kind of like a Marvel movie but in a series. It's really cool and interesting to watch, so yeah. Definitely have a look at that on Netflix. The next show that I totally love, I'm a big sci-fi kind of fan. Show that I love, it's not a series but it's been released like last month or something, and it was so interesting, and it is the Cloverfield Paradox. So it's the third installment of the Cloverfield movies, and they released it as a movie title on Netflix. And yeah, I love my sci-fi spacey stuff. I'm like a geek like that and obsessed. It's not what you'd expect to happen. There's a really defining twist. I know that people weren't that pleased, well, weren't that keen, shall I say, on the first two Cloverfield installments, but I do really think they've done a great job on this one, and if you can, totally watch it. Next show that I would 100% recommend watching, it's just come back onto Netflix now, and it is a series of unfortunate events. Brilliant show, brilliant original movie, and when they made it into this awesome series on Netflix with a great cast, it just, honestly, it blew my mind, because I didn't have that too high hopes for it, to be honest. I just thought it'd be one of them one-off series that they'll end up killing off because it won't be that successful. They made it into a second series now. I find it so cool. Like, it's very dark, but in a way it's got this comedy in it. It's the guy that plays it, what's he bloody called now? Him out of How I Met Your Mother, Barney. Let me Google this. I should know this, really. How I Met Your Mother cast. I'm gonna figure this out. Neil Patrick Harris. That's who he is. Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris. He plays Count Olaf, and he's awesome in it. He's so good. They couldn't, like, I didn't think they could top Jim Carrey in the original movie, but he's doing brilliantly. So yeah, I'd recommend watching that one. And the next series, what was that? Don't know. Series that I'd recommend watching. This is quite a bit crazy. A lot of people are giving me stick for this. So I have never ever watched Friends. I'll leave that a minute for you to sink that in. I've never watched Friends until about 2 months ago. My boyfriend was kind of like, what the hell is wrong with you? How have you never seen Friends? And I don't know how I've never seen it. I mean, I grew up in Italy, as you might have seen from one of my previous videos, but I grew up in Italy and we didn't really watch that much TV as a kid, and I don't know how I missed it. I really don't know how I missed it. But I've been catching up on it, like season 4, something like that now. And yeah, if you haven't watched Friends already, I'm sure you have, but they put it on Netflix now, so you can binge watch the entire series. And I'm already obsessed with the whole Ross and Rachel dilemma stuff going on, so I might be behind and all that. I'm thinking, God, Hannah, what are you on about? That was years and years and years ago. Well, I'm just catching up, so yeah, Friends is another great one. I'm just looking now on my laptop as to what I've been watching on Netflix recently, and my dad has my Netflix account password as well, so I let him use it. I'm one of those people that pays to pay for it, you know that meme where it's just like that person that pays for your Netflix account. Yeah, that's me. I'm the person that pays for it. And continue watching for Hannah. This, you know, you recommended bit of shows you've watched. Well, because my parents have been babysitting my little nephews, now on here I've got like Horrid Henry and stuff that's popping up on my recommendation list, so yeah. Next series that I'd recommend watching is Black Mirror. I haven't seen it already. Black Mirror is kind of got different episodes and every episode's different. It kind of acts as like a dystopian reality, and they're really cool and really interesting, and do things like what things would be like in the future, for example, that you'd have to go on a dating system, whereas if you don't find anyone, something bad might happen, or you'll be placed in a museum. Like it's just really weird, interesting stuff. Like it's hard to explain, but it's just kind of stuff like in a dystopian reality, and how things would turn out if technology goes overboard, such as like, you know, AI taking over, or it could be anything and everything. It's very, very interesting concepts for Black Mirror. If you like that kind of stuff, totally have a look. I think it's got like 4 series now. They released a new one like last year, I think it was, or early this year, I can't remember. But yeah, they've got a latest series on there, so totally recommend watching that because it is awesome. What is next on my list? So the next one, series that I absolutely love. Oh, who's ringing me? My alarm just went off. It's 4 in the afternoon. Okay, a thing I would say to do as well, if you've got a Netflix account, is go on to the originals section, and that shows all of Netflix original series and shows. And I know they've been putting a lot of big budget behind their shows recently, and they look absolutely amazing, like, you know, blockbuster movies almost. So yeah, I'd check that section out. And one of the shows that I also really like, being, as I say, like a sci-fi kind of nerd, thanks Dad, is Star Trek. I know what you're thinking, Star Trek, bear with me, right? This Star Trek is amazing. It features Sasha from The Walking Dead, because, you know, she left that. So she's in this new Star Trek series, and it is so cool, like how big budget money they've spent on it and how realistic it looks. It's just like the movies, like I say, so totally watch that if you've got time. And the last one I'd say, it's got their mixed reviews. I wasn't too sure about it when I watched it myself, but I found myself binge watching it, so I suppose that kind of shows that it was a good show series. And that is 13 Reasons Why. So it's about a girl that commits suicide, and 13 reasons what led to that suicide. Yeah, there's different mixed reviews on it, but have your opinion and watch it and let me know what you think. Those are the shows that I recommend watching on Netflix currently. Let me know if anything you've got any recommendations, and I'll check them out on Netflix. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye!